It's no secret that prices are skyrocketing these days, and we're all feeling the pinch in our wallets. Every trip to the store seems to bring a new surprise at the checkout counter. We're left wondering if we can afford the things we used to buy without a second thought. This isn't just affecting a few items here and there. It's changing the way we shop for almost everything. A recent study found that over 90% of consumers plan to change their purchasing habits if prices continue to rise. In fact, more than half of us have already started shopping differently. We're cutting back, finding alternatives, and getting creative with our budgets. It's like a financial juggling act, trying to keep all our needs and wants in the air without dropping the ball on our bank accounts. Today, let's talk about 21 things that have become so expensive. Many of us are saying no thanks and looking for other options. You might be surprised at some of the creative ways people are adapting to these price hikes. Ready to see if any of these sound familiar? Let's get started. Number 1. Homes. Owning a home used to be a cornerstone of the American dream, but that dream is getting harder to reach. In June, home prices hit an all-time high, with the average home now costing $426,900. This steep increase is pushing many potential buyers out of the market. As a result, people are finding creative solutions. Some are renting for longer periods, while others are moving to more affordable regions or downsizing their living spaces. It's a tough situation, but people are adapting and finding ways to make it work. Number 2. New cars. The days of affordable new cars seem to be in the rearview mirror. The average price of a new car in the US has zoomed past $48,000, marking a 30% increase since March 2020. This dramatic rise has left many potential buyers stunned and reconsidering their options. Instead of driving off the lot in a shiny new vehicle, lots of folks are extending the life of their current cars through better maintenance. Others are turning to the used car market, looking for reliable pre-owned vehicles that won't break the bank. It might not be as exciting as that new car smell, but it's certainly easier on the wallet. Number 3. Gasoline. Fill her up? Not so fast. Gas prices have hit record highs, even surpassing $5 a gallon in some areas. This jump is due to a perfect storm of global tensions, oil shortages, and reduced production by global oil producers. The high costs are forcing many to rethink their driving habits. For those who can't make the switch, carpooling and public transportation are becoming increasingly popular. Some are even dusting off their bicycles for short trips. Every mile not driven is money saved when prices are this high. Number 4 on our list of items that inflation has made unaffordable for most of us is fresh produce. Eating your fruits and veggies is getting more expensive. Fresh produce prices have jumped 10 to 15% due to factors like extreme weather events and labor shortages. This increase is changing how people approach their produce purchases. Many are turning to frozen fruits and vegetables, which are often cheaper and just as nutritious. There's also a growing interest in seasonal eating, with people focusing on what's abundant and affordable at different times of the year. Some are even starting their own gardens, growing common vegetables and herbs at home to supplement their grocery purchases. Number 5. Restaurant meals. Remember when eating out was a casual affair? Those days are fading fast. Restaurant prices have jumped 6 to 8% on average, turning a simple meal into a significant expense. This increase is changing how we think about dining out. A 2024 consumer survey found that almost half of Americans are eating at restaurants less often than they did last year. Instead, 60% of us are cooking more meals at home. This shift is leading to a resurgence in home cooking, with people rediscovering the joys and savings of preparing meals in their own kitchens. Number 6. Prepared foods and ready meals. Those grab-and-go meals and snacks we rely on when time is short? They've gone up 8 to 12% in price. This increase is making many shoppers think twice before reaching for these convenient options. As a result, more people are planning their meals in advance and cooking batches of food for the week. While it requires more time and effort, this approach is often healthier and cheaper. It's a return to basics that's helping many families stretch their food budgets further. Number 7. Vacation travel. Planning a vacation. You might need a bigger budget. Airfare and hotel prices have surged 20 to 30% in many regions, making travel a luxury for many. Nearly half, 44%, of Americans interested in a summer vacation this year are skipping it due to rising air travel costs. This dramatic increase is reshaping how people approach their time off. Many are opting for staycations, exploring local attractions and enjoying the comforts of home. Others are choosing road trips over air travel, rediscovering the joys of scenic drives and hidden local gems. For those still keen on farther destinations, off-season travel and package deals are becoming more popular as ways to save money while still getting away. Number 8 on our list of items that inflation has made unaffordable for most of us is designer clothing. High-end fashion has always been pricey, but now it's reaching new heights. Designer clothing prices have climbed 10 to 15% on average, putting these items out of reach for many fashion enthusiasts. This increase is changing how people approach their wardrobes. Many are turning to secondhand stores or consignment shops to find designer pieces at more affordable prices. Others are embracing minimalist fashion, focusing on versatile, high-quality basics rather than trendy, expensive items. Some are even learning to sew or upcycle their existing clothes, giving new life to old favorites. Number 9, electronics. Our beloved gadgets are getting pricier too. New phones, laptops, and TVs now cost about 5 to 10% more. This increase is largely due to a global shortage of computer chips and high demand during the pandemic. In response, consumers are changing their tech habits. Many are holding onto their devices longer, opting to repair rather than replace when possible. There's also a growing market for refurbished electronics, offering like-new performance at a fraction of the cost. Some are even embracing a tech diet, reassessing which devices they truly need and which they can do without. Number 10. Alcohol. Raising a glass is getting pricier these days. The cost of beer, wine, and spirits has risen between 5 to 15%, depending on what you're buying. This increase is due to a combination of factors, including higher costs for ingredients, packaging, and distribution. As a result, many people are changing their drinking habits. Some are cutting back on their alcohol consumption, while others are switching to less expensive brands. There's also a growing trend of people learning to make their own cocktails at home rather than going out to bars. For wine enthusiasts, joining wine clubs or buying in bulk has become a popular way to save money while still enjoying their favorite vintages. Before we continue with the video, take a quick moment to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't yet. And don't forget to ring the bell for notifications so you never miss out on our latest updates. Plus, we've got some helpful resources in the description. Check them out and share your comments after you're done watching. Number 11. Home appliances. Replacing that old refrigerator or washing machine. Be prepared for some sticker shock. Prices for major home appliances have increased 8 to 12%, thanks to supply chain issues and shortages of raw materials like steel and copper. This jump in prices is causing many consumers to rethink their appliance purchases. More people are opting to repair their existing appliances rather than replace them, leading to a boom in the appliance repair industry. When replacement is necessary, many are choosing energy-efficient models that may cost more upfront, but promise long-term savings on utility bills. Some are even turning to second-hand appliances or scratch and dent sales to find better deals. Number 12 on our list of items that inflation has made unaffordable for most of us is furniture. Furnishing a home has become a pricier proposition. Furniture prices have risen 10 to 15%, largely due to increases in the cost of materials like lumber and foam, as well as shipping expenses. This surge is changing how people approach home furnishing. Many are turning to secondhand markets, scouring thrift stores and online marketplaces for gently used pieces. There's also a growing trend of upcycling, with people refurbishing old furniture to give it new life. For those who still prefer new items, some are opting for modular furniture that can adapt to different spaces, getting more value for their money. Number 13. Streaming services. Remember when cutting the cord was supposed to save money? Well, those savings are shrinking. Subscription prices for platforms like Netflix, Hulu, and Disney Plus have increased 10 to 15%. This rise is prompting many to reassess their digital entertainment budgets. Some households are limiting themselves to one or two services at a time, rotating subscriptions to access different content throughout the year. Others are rediscovering the value of free, ad-supported streaming options or local library resources for movies and TV shows. There's also a growing trend of content sharing among family and friends, with people splitting the cost of subscriptions to make them more affordable. Number 14, healthcare. The cost of staying healthy is rising faster than many can keep up with. Healthcare expenses have outpaced inflation, with annual increases of 5 to 10% in premiums and medical services. This steady climb is forcing many to make difficult decisions about their healthcare. Some are opting for high-deductible health plans to lower their monthly premiums, while others are exploring telemedicine options for more affordable care. Many are also focusing more on preventive care and healthy lifestyle choices to avoid costly medical interventions down the line. For medications, more people are asking about generic alternatives or using prescription discount programs to manage costs. Number 15, home improvement supplies. That home renovation project you've been planning? It might cost more than you thought. The price of home improvement supplies has jumped 15 to 25%, with items like lumber, paint, and hardware seeing significant increases. This surge is changing how homeowners approach their projects. Many are scaling back their plans, focusing on smaller, high-impact improvements rather than major overhauls. There's a growing trend of upcycling and repurposing existing materials to save money. Some DIY enthusiasts are even turning to reclaimed materials or salvage yards for unique, cost-effective solutions to their home improvement needs. Number 16 on our list of items that inflation has made unaffordable for most of us is health supplements. Staying healthy is getting more expensive, even when it comes to over-the-counter options. Prices for supplements and protein powders have increased 5 to 10%. This rise is causing many health-conscious consumers to reevaluate their supplement regimens. Some are becoming more selective, focusing on a few key supplements rather than a wide array. Others are turning to whole food sources of nutrients, adjusting their diets to get more vitamins and minerals naturally. There's also a growing interest in store brand or generic supplements to maintain a wellness routine without breaking the bank. Number 17, cigarettes. For smokers, the hit is double. It's bad for health and wealth. Cigarette prices are climbing 5 to 10% each year in many places, mainly due to higher taxes aimed at reducing smoking. This steady increase is giving many smokers the push they need to quit. Others are switching to alternatives like vaping or nicotine patches, looking for a less expensive way to manage their habit. While breaking the smoking habit is tough, the rising cost is proving to be a powerful motivator for many to make a change. Number 18, concert and event tickets. Going out for entertainment is becoming a luxury for many. Ticket prices for concerts and events have surged 20 to 30%, putting many performances out of reach for casual fans. This dramatic increase is changing how people approach live entertainment. Many are becoming more selective, saving up for one or two big events a year rather than frequent outings. There's growing interest in smaller, local events that offer entertainment at more affordable prices. Some music lovers are turning to live streaming concerts or virtual events as a way to enjoy performances without the high ticket prices. Number 19, gym memberships. Staying fit is costing more, with gym membership fees rising 5 to 10% on average. This increase is prompting many fitness enthusiasts to rethink their workout routines. Home workouts are becoming increasingly popular, with people investing in basic equipment like resistance bands and dumbbells. There's also a surge in the use of fitness apps and online workout videos, offering guided exercises at a fraction of the cost of a gym membership. Outdoor activities like running, hiking, and bodyweight exercises in parks are seeing a resurgence as free alternatives to gym workouts. Number 20, luxury handbags. Designer bags have always been expensive, but now they're reaching new heights of luxury pricing. High-end handbags have seen price hikes of up to 20%, putting them out of reach for many fashion enthusiasts. This steep increase is changing how people approach luxury accessories. Many are turning to the pre-owned market, where gently used designer bags can be found at more reasonable prices. Some are opting for high-quality, non-designer bags that offer similar style without the hefty price tag. Others are rethinking their need for luxury items altogether, choosing to invest their money elsewhere or save it for the future. Last on our list of items that inflation has made unaffordable for most of us is pet food. Our four-legged family members are feeling the pinch too. Premium pet food prices have risen 10 to 15%, putting a strain on pet owners' budgets. This increase is leading many to reevaluate their pets' diets. Some are switching to more affordable brands or looking for sales and bulk buying opportunities. There's growing interest in making homemade pet food, with owners carefully researching balanced recipes. Some pet owners are also cutting back on treats or finding healthier, less expensive alternatives like small pieces of fruits or vegetables that are safe for pets. It's clear we're all facing some tough choices about what to buy and what to skip. But here's the silver lining. These challenges are making us more creative and resourceful. We're learning to prioritize what really matters and finding clever ways to save on the rest. Think about it. We're cooking more, upcycling furniture, and even growing our own veggies. We're rediscovering the joys of home entertainment and local adventures. In a way, these financial pressures are pushing us to live more intentionally and sustainably. Remember, we're all in this together. Sharing tips and supporting each other can make navigating these tricky financial times easier. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Also, don't forget the link in the description.